And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's cap. Minutes ago. Sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl
Let's
champion.
get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43. 61. Next box.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check. 59.
Now it's Haskins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Sugar! 53's mine! Bravo! Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Check back.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Wait, set. 380. Check 53. Ozzy. Check 53. Check. Shadow.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this
Gotta
one
pause
away.
real quick, bro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's
Give me
through
1
the
second,
end zone
man.
for a touch.
All right, let's get it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
18. That's another.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Rotate. Wide. Get wide.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Check, 59.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Geis. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles.
Good stop,
Also,
good
when
stop.
The offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect. They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Check three. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the curl. 72.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Wait 10. Wait 20. Check 53. Ricky.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel, this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Alabama, 380. 53.
On play action, it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check.
Here's Haskins to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Just trying to toss that ball out.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Haskins. And he's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Bro, what the
His
fuck?
first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
McLaurin should have had that in, though. I needed that. God damn it, I needed that.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Michelle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
From the 31, Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
Good drive, dude.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that.
Dude, I thought I had it, man. I thought I moved Bostic right on time. I tried to bait you is what I was trying to do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Fuck.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Mike, 53.
2nd down, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
We got to step it up.
Haskins will throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Haskins. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
51, Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Go. Mike 51.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. He hits White, complete. And all the way up to the 46. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Brady now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 53.
Play action, now it's Brady. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Michelle. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Redskins 17.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
I just put him in for that play.
Secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, because sometimes he'll slip through there.
Just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deuce. 42, check, cover. 42, check, cover.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 39.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I saw him there. I was like, let me see what he does. And he did exactly what I thought he would do. And I still threw it.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar.
Bro, I thought you missed it.
Fuck. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
That was a good game.
You have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the
I was stressing at the end.
push their backs clearly against the wall.
Just because I wanted to run that fucking play over and over. Fucking Bryce.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Fuck.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Haskins to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here we go with Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get off the field.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before.
GG, bro.
Trace
Good
their
game, man.
backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this